So dear student, welcome to the second part of the video. So in this second part of the video again, I'll continue with another technique, with another example. So in my example number three, I'll still giving you an example which is going also to have a different technique from the number one and number two. So let's see how it's going to be. Again, we are now in number three. So in this number three, we are told that find the area enclosed by the curve x squared minus 10x plus 9, the x-axis, the line x is equals to 4, and the line x is equals to 10. So ideally, you're supposed to be able to check the way the curve is. Maybe sometimes I'll be giving you the curve the way it is, but let's see the information you have been given. So the information is that we have the equation of the curve, which is y is equals to x squared minus 10x, then plus what? Then plus 9. Yeah, plus 9. That is the equation of the curve. Then we are told another information is that the line is bounded by that x-axis. Now this x-axis one we are saying is line. Y is equals to 0. Then from there you have our number 3. And in our number 3 we are told that apart from there we have line x is equals to 4. Then from there we have again the line x is equals to, the x is equals to 10. And then I've given you the shape of the curve so that you realize that different technique. So now the shape of the technique, you can see the way we are talking about. Maybe here it's not a little bit right, but you can be able to see we are saying from 4 up to 9. So this curve is coming here, so it's moving down the bottom side, and then again it's moving on the upper part of the x-axis. So you have the x-axis, the bottom part, and then the upper part. So in this case we are saying you need to deal with the two parts, because now the shaded region, the required region, is appearing on both sides, the bottom part and the upper part. Therefore, when you're doing the integration, you cannot be able to enclose the two of them together. So what you're going to do, we are going to separate this integration, and then we substitute different limits. We have the below part and then the upper part. So in this case, we're going to have our lower part from 4 to 9. Okay? So when you're integrating our equation, it's going to be in two parts. So the first part is from 4 to 9, as you can see. That is the bottom part. So it's going to be 4 up to 9. That is the bottom part. Then upper part from 9 up to 10. So as you can see from my working, that is the technique that I'm talking about. So we start with our equation here. We have integrate this way, bottom part. That is going to be x squared minus 10x plus 9. So you're going to be moving from 4 to 9. Then this one, we add the second part. The same equation, again integrate. But now when you're integrating the second part, you're going to start from 9 up to 10. Then this one is going to be x squared minus 10x plus 9. You can see that is another technique that I want to emphasize. When you see that your region is on two different parts, then you need to be able to be very keen when you're doing the integration. Of course, the integration is going to be the same, but now the two of them are going to be on different regions. So when you integrate this one, it's going to be x cubed. I hope now you have understood that concept. Then minus what? 10 x squared over 2, then plus 9x. So that when you simplify this one, it's going to be 1 over 3 x squared x cubed, then what? Minus 5x squared, then plus what? Then plus 9x. So this one we substitute the first limit, that is from 9 to 4. Then from there we add the same again, 1 over 3 x cubed minus 5x squared 9x. Then this one is going to be from 9 to 10. So this means we start with 1 over 3. It's going to be 1 over 3. Then this is 9 cubed minus 9 squared plus 9 into 9. This one we subtract the same again. That is going to be 1 over 3 that is going to be 4 cubed minus 5, that's going to be 4 squared, then plus 9 or 4. So that is going to give us what? That's going to be the first part. Then I would have tried to work that one out. When you do the first part is giving us what? The first part is giving 243. So when you work with this one, you get 243. Then minus what? 405. Then plus what? Plus 81. Okay? Then this one, the bottom part, again is giving us 64. 64 over 3. Minus 80. Then plus 36. Remember that is the first part. That one, this gives us what when you get that first part of our equation, that's what we are saying. It's going to be 2 over 3. So this one is going to be the first part up there. Then what you need to do, it is you to include now the second part again from here. This is the first scenario. So where there is x squared, you put 10. And so when you put 10, that one is giving us what? It is giving us 1000 over 3. Then when the here is giving us 500, that's according to the substitution here. So this here, we start with this one, we put 10. So when you put 10, you're getting 1000 over 3. So when you put 10 again, when it is 5, you get 500. Then when you put 10 here, it's going to be 90. Then you minus again. When you minus, now you're putting the value of the 4. And out of the 4, you put now the 9, because in the second part. Put now 9. Where there is 16, you put 9, you get 243. Then again here you put 9, you get this one is going to be 4 or 5. Then here you get 9, it's going to be 81. So when you subtract, when you get the first part, you understand that this one is going to be, if you solve this part, we're getting our answer as negative 58 over 3. Then when you solve the top part, you're getting the answer is 4 over 3. But now here there is the condition that we are saying, that this negative, what is the meaning of this negative? The meaning of this negative is telling us that now that area is below the curve. So what you're going to do, we are going to draw this negative, and then we take the sum of this one as a positive, is going to be 58. 58 1 over 3 plus 4 over 3, then you get our answer as 62 2 over 3 square units. So the trick was on this area, which was below. This is what I'm saying here. So this area is one which is becoming negative 58 2 over 3, because it is below the x-axis. Then the other is become 4 on the top. So for you to be able to add it, if you add this one is a negative, then your answer is going to be wrong at the end of the day. So you need to drop the negative sign, because it's only telling us where the area of that shaded region is. I hope you have understood. So let's try to focus on the final example on this category before we move to something else. And that is going to be now my example number 4. Still again, check on it. My example number 4, again you are told, 5 is a different technique again. It's a different technique. My example number 4, you are told that find the area enclosed by the curve y is equals to 9x minus 9x squared, and the line y is equals to x. Then you have given the solution. So you can see, in this case, you have been given the equation of the curve that is y. It's going to be given by 9x, then minus x squared. Then you have been given the line y is equals to x. So meaning in this case, the limit have not been given. You have only been given the two equations, one for the curve and the other one for the straight line, as you can see. That's what you're saying. So meaning that the region is going to be enclosed by two of them. This is the straight line, and then this one is the curve. So meaning the required region is within the. So the first thing that you're going to do is to obtain the limit. So how are we going to obtain these limits? You can see what the examiner is telling us. That to find the limit of integration, because they have not been given. This time there's no line x is equals to this, and line x is equals to this. You've only been given the two equations, one for the curve, another one for the straight line. So the first step is for you to be able to obtain the limits. And essentially to find the limit of the integration, we must find the x-coordinate of the point of the intersection. So the point of the intersection, we must be able to identify it in order for us to be able to come up with the limit. And in this case, you can see on the left-hand side we have the y's, and on the right-hand side you have the equations. So what you're going to do, if this side is equal to this, if the right-hand side, if the left-hand side are equal, then the right-hand side must also be equal. Because this one you have y is equal to y. Also 9x. Also 9x squared. 9x minus x squared should be the same as also x. But when you bring this one on this side, you're going to have 9x minus x squared is going to be equal to 0. So when you solve that one, you can see this side you're going to remain with is going to be 8x. It's going to be 8x minus x squared is equal to 0. The common factor is x. Then you're going to have, that is 8 minus x is equal to 0. So the first value of x is going to be x is equal to 0. And then 8 minus x is going to be equal to 0. When you take it on the other side, you're going to have that 8 is equal to x. So by so doing, we have the two limits. X is equal to 0 or x is equal to, that's the constant. So those are the limits that you're going to obtain. So once you obtain those limits, you need to be able to substitute them to an equation. The required area is found by subtracting the area under y is equal to x from the area under y is equal to 9x minus x squared. The area required is bounded by subtracting the area under y is equal to x from the area of the line under y is equal to 9x minus x squared. Therefore, you need to be able to separate them. So the required area, the limit whereby from 0 to 8, this equation, then you subtract the one from here, 0 to 8 again. So using the integration method, you'll be able to see the way I have said, the integration of this one becomes this, then the integration of this one becomes this one. Substitute the limit of integration at the upper one minus lower one, get that is 117, then minus 32. Then finally, you get your answer is 85/1/3 per unit. So those are the 4 examples technique which I've given. They are going to be technique that are going to be used during the exam. You must be very keen in order for you to be able to score the marks. Otherwise, to those few remarks, I wish you all the best. Keep safe at home. Keep the social distance. Wear the masks, sanitize, and remember washing your hand is the best technique of eliminating this pandemic, and together we shall overcome. With those few remarks, I am out. Thank you.